Well, as you can see, this is my camera setup for doing my bench tests and any sort of small videos on the table. I've got a wide angle lens here on my iPhone 5 and it does pick up a good picture, as you can see. I'll put a link in for that, I think it's Cam Kicks that I got, the little wide angle lens. I've got a telephoto on it as well. So yeah, that's my setup. Okay, so here we are. I've got my PowerShot, my Canon PowerShot SX20IS. It has two mics on it, one there and one there. What we need is some double-sided tape and a synthetic fur hat. I got this at the car boot for £1. The double-sided tape was £1.99. We'll go ahead and we'll attach them to both the left and right mics with the double-sided tape. They normally cost about £10 for wind baffles for your DSLR or even on your iPhone. I'm going to attempt to put it on my iPhone as well. So let's go ahead and see how we get on with it. First off, I'm going to cut out a shape on the double-sided tape to fit round both of the mics. Now what I would suggest first off is that you cut quite a reasonable size of the double-sided paper and then fold it over. I know this sounds a bit daft, but fold it over so it's both sides of the sticky tape are actually non-sticky, and it saves you touching any part of the double-sided tape. Then you cut relatively about the same size that you would need to cover your mic. So there you have got two pieces of double-sided sticky tape that you haven't touched. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I've got a pen lid and I know it roughly covers my mic. So what I'm going to do is draw a circle on the paper around that cover to give me a good size. So there you have it. You've got two pieces of double-sided tape marked out, and now I'm going to cut that centre bit out. Because I know that the edges are quite close at the top end of the mic, I'm going to cut in to our double-sided tape roughly at that top end and cut that circle out. And I'm going to go inside my line because I know I've made it a bit bigger. So the next thing to do is take off the double-sided tape from the back end, making sure that you're not on the fold. I don't think I am, but just in case, I'll just skim that just a little. I managed to cut one, and I'm going to place it on the right hand microphone. It's handy to use a pair of tweezers, and then you're touching it as little as possible. And try and cover that whole area like so. I know it's hard for you to see, but there we go. So we've got double-sided sticky all the way down, and press it in so that you have it all the way in to the corner and that it's not inhibiting your microphone. So that's one done. I'll go ahead and I'll cut the one for this side. again the same. I'll cut into the top end. We'll take the backing off and we'll place it in on that side. So I've taken the paper off one side. I'll put the sticky side in as close as I can get it to the mic. Just lift that up. There we go. And as you can see, it's overhanging here a little, so I'll trim that off. Just pull that up a bit. In order to get it right in that corner there, and round there. Yeah, I think that's quite good. As you can see, I've covered both sides with the double-sided tape. I've got a little overhang there, but I'll trim that off. So that's looking quite good. So I'll now take off the other side of the double-sided tape once I've cut the fur to fit round the microphones. I think the synthetic fur is quite good for putting on here. So we'll cut a few bits of that and I'll put them aside. So remember to get the backing of the material as well. That's the bit that will hold it onto your camera. Don't try and just attach the fur to the double-sided tape. It won't work very well. So take the backing as well as the fur. Cut yourself a small square and then you can use it for where you need it. You may be able to source this material somewhere else, in a draper's or somewhere like that. So there we have it. I've cut 3 pieces at the moment. I'm going to do one side. So I'm going to take off the other side of the double sticky with the tweezers. Yeah, it's well positioned all round the microphone. I'll place the fur round here on all sides. So that's one side done. Yeah, it looks weird. My camera has now got eyebrows. And I'll continue to do the other side. So there we go. Yeah, it looks a bit strange, but I'm pretty sure it will work. And the next thing now is to do a field test. And of course, I still have a good hat. Yeah, it's got a couple of baldy patches at the back, but I've still got a hat for the windy days. So join me outside and I'll show you a field test. So how's that for a nice farmer? He brings me coffee, fresh coffee, and 2 biscuits. You can't ask for better. That's I think this wee boy's going to come out and join us detecting. So here's my wind test from a little eyebrows on my camera, and hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. I'm going to film it now on my iPhone as well. So as I said, this is my wind buffers that I made out of the hat from the car boot and some double-sided tape, and hopefully you'll hear the difference. The camera, it should sound very good, and on the iPhone there will be a bit of wind and blowing, so hopefully that's a good test. And what I'll do is, the wind's blowing this way, so I'll turn round and do the test the other way. So that's me. I'm facing the other way, the wind's blowing into the iPhone rather than into my Canon SX20, so hopefully that'll prove to you that it does work. They look ugly as sin, as you can see. But yeah, I hope that works fine, and good luck. Hope you find a nice hat at the car boot. I'm going to start wearing that other one, it's got nice wee ears on it as well. That's my test. Maybe it's too windy, I don't know. It is quite windy up here. I'm on top of a hill. So yeah. Okay, take care. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe if you like the video, and I'll catch you in a bit. Bye just now. Done that.